Hello, welcome to the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I didn't post a video last week, I just didn't have it in me. I did, however, spend some time getting out into my community and starting to make some connections and just seeing if there's anything that I can do to help and to make myself useful. And that was good, but I was doing things that were they were very outside my comfort zone. I cannot stress enough, it takes a lot for me to get out of my house and go talk to people that I've never met. So it was good though. I'm glad that I did that. And now I'm feeling more capable of sitting amongst the horrors and still being able to manage my own life. So we're starting a new video. It's probably going to be pretty unstructured, but there is a project that I want to work on. I want to do a sweatshirt upcycle. I'll show you that later. I'm just having a cup of afternoon coffee. Winter finally showed up and it's cold. It's got really cold really quickly. And so we will probably just be leaning pretty hard into the winter energy. Stick around if you want to spend a few cozy, slow, crafty winter days with me. I've been working on this little knitting project. It's going to be a headband ear warmer. I'll put a picture. I'm almost there. I'm almost done. But I just started knitting a couple weeks ago. I got some knitting stuff for Christmas. Actually, about 10 years ago or so, I had gotten some knitting stuff for Christmas, and I really tried to learn how to do it, and I could just never get the hang of it. And so I gave up, and the knitting stuff that my mom had gotten me was just at my parents' house for the last however many years. She got me this cute little bag and some needles and then this skein of yarn. And I had before Christmas expressed an interest in learning, trying to learn again. And I was I'm gonna grab that stuff from your house when we're up for Christmas. And then she got me a little kit to make dishcloths. It has really cute little neon yarns and these needles and a little booklet that teaches you how to do it and stuff. These are the colors of the yarns, which I just love. So I've been practicing, and let's see, I'll show you what I've done as practice. She also gave me some random stuff that she had to practice on. So I did this just on the drive home, just a practice thing, and then I was trying to make the dishcloths, and this is how the first one turned out. Yeah, my stitches look really good though, don't they? I think they look really good. But the reason that it's so big is it said to count 40 stitches or something. Oh yeah, because you increase. It said to increase until you get to 40 stitches. But I read the instructions wrong, and so I thought I was counting the rows. Yeah, so there's double the amount of stitches that you're supposed to have. And then I thought that I was decreasing, and I wasn't. So it just looks like a baseball home plate. So I can unravel this though, right? And reuse this and do it right. Because then I did end up doing one that was sort of more correct. It's still a little wonky looking, but an improvement on the green one. Anyway, then I decided to I wanted to do a bunch of knitting and purling, so I started this headband thing, and I messed up. I've done most of this wrong. I didn't start doing it right until about right here. So all this is wrong. I don't know if you can see, this is the knit stitch that's correct, and then all this is twisted, which I didn't even know about twisted stitches, but I kept seeing people on Reddit posting about it, and I was doing this and I was like, that doesn't look right. It doesn't really look quite right. It looks really messy, and it wasn't making these nice V's. But then I kept seeing those posts and I was like, oh, maybe that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I was wrapping my yarn the wrong way on my purl stitches. And then also, like, right here, there's a huge hole because I got carried away and I was doing purling on the wrong side. So I had a couple rows of that and I was trying to undo them, which I did mostly correctly until I got to right to these couple stitches. And I don't know what I did wrong there. And I don't know how to fix it. It is a goal, obviously, to learn how to fix my mistakes, but I'm kind of just carrying on with this and we'll see. I might just finish it and use it imperfectly. I think it'll hold together and everything. And I might just unravel the whole thing and start again. I don't know. We'll see. I am really having fun with the knitting though. Like, I've been knitting up a storm. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, it's really fun. I like it. It's relaxing and yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying knitting. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and I'm probably going to work on this for a little bit. I think I hold my needles incorrectly. Like, I'm pretty sure that I'm holding my needles wrong, but this is a major improvement from where I was, because like when I started, I couldn't even hold them in my hands. Like, I kept resting this one on my knee or whatever, and it was like I would let go to wrap the yarn. It was like I was doing like this. It was a mess. So it might be wrong, but it's still a major improvement on what I was doing, in my opinion. We have started watching Twin Peaks. Have you seen that? Has anyone seen Twin Peaks? It's old. It's from like the late 80s, early 90s. And I don't actually know anybody like in my real life who watched it when I was growing up. I don't remember watching it at all. But I see people online talking about it all the time, and it has kind of a cult following, and I'm always intrigued by kind of offbeat stuff that has a cult following. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. And we're like, I don't know, maybe 4 episodes in, and it is definitely bizarre. Like, it is very much a soap opera with a like murder mystery woven through it. But there's also like, it's so strange. Like, the acting is I feel like it's very exaggerated. Like, the crying and the fight scenes and stuff are very over the top and corny, and like, I don't know, it's just very quirky. And then like the plot just gets more and more bizarre every episode. Like, is there some kind of mystical or supernatural element or something at play? And there's a lady that carries a log around with her everywhere. Log lady, they call her Log Lady. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I am really curious to see where it goes, because I think, like I said, we've only seen 4 or 5 episodes so far. Let me know. Let me know if you've ever watched it. My dog just now, I'm making dinner and we're having chicken, and I cut the chicken breasts in half and laid them on a cutting board on the counter, and I was at the sink washing the other cutting board that I used for the vegetables. And I know that she is a bad counter server, but I honestly didn't even think she was in here. But I'm washing the cutting board and I turn around and I look at the cutting board and there's only 3 pieces of chicken on it, and I was like, took me a second to realize that she snuck one. She snuck one and ran away. She took it to the bedroom and was just gonna eat the whole thing, but we chased her down and she dropped it like a good girl. She didn't even, I don't think she got a whole bite out of it, but that stinker. She's a stinker.
There she is, the chicken thief. Did you steal some chicken earlier? You thought you were gonna get away with it.
Okay, let's work on this little project. I have this sweatshirt. It's just a plain gray hoodie. I don't like the way that it fits me because it's very cropped. So I wanted to try doing just a little alteration. I've seen on Pinterest people do really cool sweatshirt upcycles using like other clothes. They combine them and to make something new, or like old blankets and stuff I've seen people use. I have this flannel shirt that is too small in the arms and it's really long, so I don't wear this either. But I was thinking I could cut off a section of this flannel, cut this sweatshirt, cut it like right here maybe, so I keep the band, and then just sew in a chunk of the flannel in the middle here to make it longer. And then I might also try to add some, maybe do something with the sleeves so it's not just a random chunk of flannel in the middle. We'll see about that part. But I'm gonna start with the body. Yeah, okay, let's see how it goes. I want a 6-inch portion of this. Okay, so these two pieces of fabric are not the same width, and I think that I'm going to have to, I've seen people like cut off a little bit here and then just like sew that back together. So like taking it in right here on the sides. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that real quick and then get back to you. Okay, so these line up now. I measured how much I needed to take it in, and then I just sewed. I connected from that point to the seam of the sleeve, and now I'm gonna just cut this off. Now I have to figure out how to sew this on, and I need the right sides of the fabric together. So I have my sweatshirt inside out, and I need this edge to connect to this edge. So okay, I have figured out how I'm going to attach it. So I have just pinned the sweatshirt's inside out. I pinned this tube of fabric inside with the right side of the fabrics together. Now I will just put it on the machine and stitch around the edge. So here's how it's looking so far. Now I have to put the band back on down here, assuming that will be a similar process. I kind of hate this. Yeah, this looks dumb. I don't like it. It is the next day, And I do not like how the sweatshirt turned out. I think it looks really bad when I put it on. So I'm gonna take it apart and then I'm gonna try one more thing. And if that looks good, then I have an idea for what I wanna do with the sleeves. So yeah, first I'm going to just undo what I did. And then I saved this bottom part of the shirt, and it's the length. It's the same length that I have extended it to now. So I think I'm just gonna try and sew this on. It's be like a little half and half situation, and that might look better. Oh, another thing is when I was doing this, I had my bobbin in backwards, and so like the thread is, it's like all loopy on the back side. So I would have probably wanted to re-sew this anyways, even if I wasn't going to completely change course. This is a very handmade looking project. Oh gosh, let's try it on and see what it looks like. I don't know, that's not terrible, is it? I had to, this is weird because I have more sweatshirt fabric than the flannel, and I was trying to do like, I did this little dart in the back thinking that would take care of it, but then I don't know what happened, but when I got here I tried to do another one, I guess. I still had extra, so maybe I should have just like done this over here on the side. I think it's better than the first attempt for sure. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look terrible, I don't think. And then I think I am going to do something with the sleeves because I don't love it like this. Let's keep going because I think we are getting close to something that I might like. Okay, so on the sleeves, I was thinking I could try to just add like a chunk of flannel like here, but keep the elasticy cuff. I am a little hesitant given how this other part has turned out so far, but also I'm feeling experimental and it's not a big deal if it doesn't work out. So I'm gonna try it. I think the first thing I need to do is just take the cuff off. I'm gonna rip it. Actually, I changed my mind and I just cut it off. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. But then I'm also going to cut this one off. I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. But I'll figure it out. I'll be back. I need these edges to line up with each other. This goes in here. Somehow this goes in here and I stitch this on somehow. Okay. All right, so I watched a little video on how to do that and I think it kind of worked. I had to kind of do some little, I don't know what you call this, pleats or something, which the original sleeve also has. I could live with that. I do the other one. Well, actually, I'm gonna see if I can attach it to this sweatshirt first, and then I'll do the second one. So now I'm just trying to find a spot on the sleeves that match up, like that are the same width, which is about right here. So I'm just gonna cut it off right there. Right sides together. Right sides together. That's what we do. Right? That should work. That's what I did on this part, so that should work. Let's pin it. Is that cute? I think that's kind of cute. I gotta go look in the mirror. Okay, this is it. This is the finished product. I actually think it's really cute. I like it. I really liked how the sleeves came out. That's my favorite. I might rework this part just so I get rid of this because it's not looking good. But other than that, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, I think it's fun. Cool. I've always wanted to do stuff like this. Like I always see people online, they'll go to the thrift store and just find like something that, I don't want to say ugly because that's kind of mean, but like kind of ugly and then turn it into something super cool. And it's just, I'm so inspired by their vision and creativity. So that's, you know, a life goal, figure out how to do stuff like that. So this is a start. I got a long ways to go, but I don't know. I like it. I'm glad I did the sleeve. I think that really just tied it all together nicely. So